Hello, viewers. Welcome to the program, Mining for the Truth. Joseph Atta is my name, with my wife,
Mr. Sarah Atta.
Thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
We are from Ghana, West Africa, and we attend Church of Christ. Mining for the Truth refers to the process of digging to discover the undiluted doctrines of Christ. We attend Church of Christ. It has two reasons as follows. One, to teach the word. John 1 verse 1. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. We can prove, reading Genesis 1 verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The plural Hebrew word for God there is Elohim, God the Father, God the Son, Jesus Christ, the Word, God the Holy Spirit. Elohim means God is powerful and God of creation. Two, to teach the truth. John 8:32, and you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. What is the truth? John 17:17, sanctify them by your truth, your word is truth. What is the truth manifestation? John 14 verse 6. Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me. The phrase except by me means that there is no any other name under the heavens and the earth upon which you are being saved, except in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Acts 4 verse 12. On that note, we welcome Doris Odonko. I love you so much, wherever you are. I wish you success. We are continuing our teachings. The topic is the plain truth about money. We are on chapter 3. Today is the last episode, episode 4. Where are our hearts? Matthew 6:21. Please, you can read. Where are our hearts?
For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also.
Thank you. And if you go to the same Matthew 5 verse 8, the Beatitude, it is saying that blessed are the pure in heart. Today, we are going to know whether you are to turn your heart against God or to turn your heart to Him. Where are our hearts? So it's a question to you and I. Jesus concludes, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. And it is true. Whatever you attach your heart to, that's where it will remain there forever and ever. So when you accumulate wealth in this life, your heart is turned against God to the material that you have. So you become materialist. And all your desire is to worship, and they become your God. Jesus is encouraging us to devote our hearts to heavenly treasures, not to earthly wealth. So, are you investing in your spirituality? Are you investing in heaven? Or you are accumulating wealth? When you accumulate wealth, then the Bible will call you a fool, that your soul shall be demanded for me, because we are interested in piling up what will suit the body and then the soul, neglecting God. In fact, when you have too much money, you become so proud and arrogant. Sometimes when you go to church, you want them to design for you a special chair, because in your home, you sit comfortably in a better couch or stuffing chair. Now let's come to the heart. Now before we even start, now the Greek word used both in Matthew 5 verse 8 and then Matthew 6 verse 21 is cardia. K-A-R-D-I-A. Cardia, it means feelings and thoughts. Now if you go to safety, we want to call CPR. Cardio, the C is cardio, the P is pulmonary, and then the R is resuscitation. So we say cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Now, resuscitate as a verb means to restore conscience. So it means that the word cardio was borrowed from the Greek word cardia. Do you understand? That one is C-A-R-D-I-O. That one is used to revive. And when you go to hospital, sometimes the physicians are claiming that they are able to bring back that person to life. It is not true. resuscitation, I said, to revive consciousness. Some can fall into coma for about 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 1 month, 1 day, 2 days. So when someone has gone into coma, or someone was there lifeless, someone had collapsed, maybe through swimming, it could be at workplace, and this is how it is done. Then some push-ups on the chest to revive the consciousness. You are not the Almighty God. If you go to Hebrews 9 verse 27, it's saying that it is appointed for men to die once. You don't die and return again unless you didn't die well. But when you die naturally, that's the end. You cannot revive. So when you are using the CPR to revive someone into consciousness, don't call yourself that, you are Christ, so you can also restore life. No, it is not true. However, some, they collapsed. They use the same CPR and they died. So here we think that the heart is the center of attention. It is the center of our personality, the feelings and thoughts. It is the seat of our reason, our emotions, our values, and our enthusiasm. The heart is used to love. The same love is used to hate. The same love is used to care. The same love is used to cheat. We have men hearts, yes.
Same love.
Sorry. The same heart is used to love. The same heart is used to hate. The same heart is used to care. The same heart is used to cheat. Men who have been cheating on their wives, and the wives too have been doing likewise. It was the heart. That's why King Solomon died at the idol temple. Why? Because he chose unrighteous, the path of disobedience. The same heart that he used to love God from onset. The same heart. So the Bible is saying that when he was old, his wife turned his heart. When he was old, his wife turned his heart. Why didn't the Bible mention the I think 1 Kings 11, if you read downwards. When he was old, his mind was not turned. His conscience was not turned. His heart, his wife, turned his heart from God to worship idols. So he died there miserably. So you see what the heart can do. So I see that the heart is the brain. I think the brain, the engine of the body. Because what comes into your thoughts, if you don't control it, then you have to manifest it. The same heart that Samson used to follow God, the same heart that he used to love after Delilah. And at the end, he died. It was Samson who killed himself. Delilah didn't kill Samson. Because the secret between Samson and God was the strength of his head. And your mouth is your power. To conceal, to expose, it's up to you. So as you see me, I'm very secret. If I won't tell you, I won't tell you. Yeah, so I've been telling people that if they want to know my biography, when I die, they should come. The person who will read my tribute, you will hear a lot. Me, I won't tell you who you are. Normally, they invite me to a program, I don't attend because when you go, because you are the mentor, the main speaker, you're going to use your story, real life story. I won't do that. Like if you go to 1 Corinthians 11 verse 1, Paul said, learn from me, just as I learned from Christ. So if you want to know me, learn from me. I will not hold any podium to tell you who I was 15 years I did. I won't do that. The heart is the center of our personality. All what we are doing is based on the heart. For love, for hatred. Before you meet a woman, a man, love never existed. So sometimes you even meet so antagonistic to each other. But when you start, it's when the love is developed. It is the heart. That's why people will go to hell. Some will go to hell. We are always preaching. In fact, no one preached a lot. How many were saved? Only 8. During Sodom and Gomorrah, 3 were saved, right? Lot and then his 2 daughters. I am sure that they were warned. Heart. hardness of, we say, part of disobedience. The same heart, that's why people are saying that God does not exist. How can you say that you are the only church who will go to heaven? When you are in the Lord's church, there is no guarantee that you are going to heaven automatically, unless you do what you're supposed to do. So the fact that you have been baptized into Church of Christ is not equal to going to heaven. No. You stay faithfully. Revelation 2 verse 10. But when you are in there, you are secured. If you are in school and you learn, you pass. But if you are in school and you don't learn, you fail. It is the seat of our reason before we attempt to make a move based on the heart. Whether you believe to go, whether you're going to accept the proposal or not, it is the heart. The moment the heart accepts, then it will communicate to the brain, and the brain will communicate to the eye, and the eye will move the body to go or to sit. Do you understand? Our emotions. The same person who was so sad yesterday, the same person is so happy and excited, jumping and then jubilating. It is the heart that we feel pity for someone who has lost dear one. The same heart that we use to jubilate when we succeed. It is the heart that we use to console someone. The same heart we use to also put someone down. Our values: to dress decently, to be disciplined, to behave morally, and our enthusiasm, the zeal to do something for God. Our zeal is to preach for God for free. The interest is not that God should reward us, whether he does or not. Matthew 28 verse 19 to 20, 28, 18 to 20, Mark 16 verse 15 to 16. Go ye therefore. So we're trying to win souls for Christ. Simple. And it is found also in Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1 that, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. This is where you have the youthful exuberance before the evil days come. And you say, I have no desire. It means you are at a miserable age. Use your durable age for God. We are using our hearts. David stood to kill Goliath. Based on what? The heart. Enthusiasm. Now they say saying that enthusiasm, when misdirected, becomes stupidity. When David became a king, he misdirected his enthusiasm into raping Bathsheba and killing his beloved husband Uriah. So once again, enthusiasm, when misdirected, becomes stupidity. But when channeled properly, becomes an asset. That's why same David, when he was young, he made good use of his youth. Same enthusiasm. He channeled it properly. And it became an asset. Which asset? To kill Goliath. I'm full of code. Can you move on? Oh, very good. If you have a question, you can interject. You understand? Or you already have an answer. When we value our words above all else, we pursue everything with our hearts. So, materialism over godly living. Where is your heart, my friend, my brother, my sister? Where is your heart? Are you investing in heaven or directing to the properties on earth, which will soon come to pass? But you see, I'm surprised. I've been saying that even when you cry and cry and cry and cry, you're going to laugh. When our loved one dies, we won't cry forever. I give you 2 years. Even if you you remember the person in 2 years' time. The way you were bereaved at the moment will not be the same as when time has passed. So, when we are thirsty, we drink water. I thought that we're not going to be thirsty again. You will drink and drink and drink and drink until you die. You buy this car today, tomorrow or the next day, you sell to upgrade. You always upgrading, buying new phones, new TVs, everything. Somehow they will gift it because they are born to buy new one. So you see that human being is never content. No matter your state, you still want more. I've been saying that how I wish we have AC. I even wish we have built our own home. I wish we have our own car. So my wife will drive, cruise in town so comfortably. So you see that we will continue. When we are able to reach day 2, we will still want more. Initially, I was, envying to stay in a self-contained room. Now I am. I'm now looking for AC. You have ceiling fans. And my room is so special that there is more natural air. So we will always want more. From where? From the heart. The heart will sense to you that you are hungry, so go and eat. Even gluttons, they become hungry with time. Of course, we move on. So according to, if you go to Deuteronomy 6, verse 4 and 5, please, don't read. Jesus said that there's a great commandment. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord with your heart. No, love the Lord your God with all your heart. All your heart, not part. All your heart. And with all your soul. And with all your strength. This was what David did. All his heart. All his soul. All his strength. So, body, soul, and then strength. For God. That's what we read from Deuteronomy. Of course, for Moses. 6 verse 4 to 5. So, we are asking you, is there any deficiency in you? Now, can we trace that your soul is absent from God? Then it means that, in fact, it should be in Trinity. Heart, soul, strength. These three will tell me that you are setting your priorities in heaven. But if your heart with God and your soul is with Satan, joining Freemason, and yet you're a Christian, and you are using your strength to kill, you are using your strength to advocate. That's what I'm saying, that enthusiasm, when misdirected, becomes stupidity. You are so stupid using your strength to promote Freemason. You are so stupid using your strength to rape, to steal, to misdirect your mentees. When we love God more than we love earthly possessions, we lay up treasures in heaven. That's what we did last time, right? How do we put it there? The internal value of treasure in heaven. That was Matthew 6 verse 20. We move on. That when we love God more than we love earthly possessions, we lay up treasures in heaven. When we love earthly treasures more than we love God, we are guilty of idolatry. So Colossians 3 verse 5. The covetousness is idolatry. How? Because you have set words as your priority. So it is your first choice. And it becomes, or they become your God that you worship. Anything that obstructs you from worshiping God is God. That's what we are reading from Colossians 3 verse 5. The Apostle Paul in Ephesians 5 verse 3 and 4 lists greed along with sexual immorality, impurity, obscenity, foolish talk, and coarse joking, and says that these things are improper for God's holy people. Greed, the desire to accumulate more, no contentment. We have been saying that wealth is the same as swimming or diving in seawater. The more you drink the seawater, the more tastier you become because it is salty. And unless you get sugar to replace, you continue to be tasty and tasty and tasty. Have you ever seen someone who has officially retired from making money? It is not to go to schools. Now, there was a rumor that I heard that in some secondary school, the teachers themselves are also the vendors in the school. For every school, we have someone to go to sell watching. Of course, you're going to write to them. I want to go and to fry donuts. I want to go and sell granuts. The teachers themselves have made containers, and they are paid every month because of greed. You are paid every month. You can even go for loan if you're a teacher in Ghana. In fact, you can make your life so easily, or so easier if you want. You can go for loan, write 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 1 billion, and then they will deduct every month. So you can use that one to build your room to stay, to buy a car to drive. So you have more teachers who have been driving in cars. It was by loan. Some have gone for loan through a bank to buy taxi, to buy a boat, and they are doing this commercial driving. So at times, life is easier for you. But because of greed, they will not let other people's family to enjoy. So they have gone to become the vendors themselves. So if you are going there to sell, then they will see to it that your letter is never recognized. And even if you are selling there was a woman who says, watch it. She said she was to sell and close at 12 p.m. by force. Whether the watching was finished or not, by 12 p.m. you are done. You have to go. For what? For what? And why? Greed. So means that there was a teacher who was also cooking watching. So it means that the person has even stopped learning to teach the kids. So why won't Ghanaian education become clumsy? A teacher must learn. If a teacher, you must learn. In fact, you must have a universal knowledge. You must learn rough to teach the children. No, business oriented. In fact, almost every teacher is business oriented because of greed. At times when I teach, I watch some, not all, some of them. When I see them, I pity. What at all do you want in this life? You are paid every month as we speak from Thursday. And the date was, I was it in April, right? Yeah, during the Easter holidays, I had Thursday holiday, Friday holiday, and the following week, Monday holiday. Government is still paying. The police have to go to work. What else do I want? I can use these holidays to do other work. Which will not lead to me stepping on someone's toes. So I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, 4 days. I could have used that one to go and do it that I wanted. Suppose I have a store, I can go there to sell. You see. But because of greed, man is never content. Never. From where? From the heart. So when you are there frying chips, and the teacher too is also frying chips, and the students are buying yours than hers, then allegations will start. By force, they will emit. What? If you pay, you go to school and continue. That's education, and that's everywhere. I was telling him, my good friend, that most teachers are miserable because they have refused to school. We find this in every police, at the mines, at the bank. The more you school, the more they increase the salary, and the more they give you rank. This is everywhere. Even the president had to go to school to become the president. We have teachers who became principals, headmasters, because they schooled.
The money is not enough. What money would they use to
school? They didn't plan well. As you see me, I never liked diploma in education because I pre-assumed that diploma in education is for women. I mean, how can a full-grown man, as I am, go to school to pursue diploma in education? Now you think I'm dreaming. That's why I went to school for 5 degrees straight, so that I'll become a graduate, professional, licensed teacher. And here I am. I've been enjoying my life. I lack nothing. I'm saying that you can go for loan to buy and bread what we want, and then we will pay. They will deduct if we want. So what? You and I. You see, so it's about calculation and preparation. I calculated and I prepared myself that no, I want degree straight. So the issue is that when you begin from diploma, when you are done, they post you. So your work is certain. But first degree, you can think for about 5, 6, 7 years. I don't want to employ you. And that's the fear. No risk, no reward. No cross, no crown. Success demands what? Sacrifices. So me, I never wanted this diploma thing. No. But of course, later, I have to pursue some diploma in other programs, but not precisely my teaching. Are you clear now? Yes, because with the first degree, they pay you what you think is good for you. And it comes with different incentives. With first degree, when you are employed as a first degree on the pay slip, it is boosting. That begin from diploma where they will migrate to. Who is going to migrate to? You have to pay bribe. I hate to pay. I will never pay bribe. So me, I entered teaching through the door. I know the window. Because I thought that there could have been a system where when you go to school or when you upgrade, you're going to upload your set in terms of your portal. Then the government, it is also, unless you call to pay. I don't have time to do, and whom am I even going to call? As you see, I don't know anybody. I don't have any uncle who has schooled and is holding a better position. So me, I don't want them to. So I went for first degree straight. And hey, here I am. And I enjoy my life. We move on. Can we move on? Oh, very good wife. Okay, so we continue. The heart becomes the center of desire and then the decisions. So here we say that Paul wrote, put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature, sexual immorality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed. We are still on the Colossians 3 verse 5 to 6. Greed, evil desire, evil ambition. Making money isn't a sin, but the love of it. Evil desire, greed, which is idolatry. Because of this, the wrath of God is coming upon you. If you go to Exodus 20 verse 3, when God was warning the Israelites through Moses, he said, materialism is a transgression of the first commandment. You shall have no other gods before me. And the gods here is not always about an idol that you are worshiping. But anything that you set as your priority becomes your God. So it could be your wife, your husband, television. At times, I find it so annoying that the Christian husband will want the Christian wife to go home and prepare food for him. Then going for evangelism. What do you mean about that? Who are you? And then, what do you mean? Food. So therefore, I'll command my wife to stop from, for example, Sunday, we are done with church service. And the church is going for visitation. I'll be so stupid enough to question my wife to stop this godly work, to go home and they cook for me. It is a sin. What do you mean by that? How can you prove this? That the Bible is saying that when you marry, you have to impress your partner. Good. I love Ghanaians and their lack of common sense. What do you mean by that? God first. God first. As you see me, I love God than my wife. So also I've also advised her to love God than me. What do you mean by that? That because I've married my wife, I should command her to stop going to preach so that she could go home and cook for me. I am not a leper, you see. I have my 5 fingers. I can cook on my own. If you are sensible. Because your wife is going home, is going out for evangelism, the blessings will also be upon you. So you have to go home to cook. And when she comes, you also serve her. Remember, when Isaac married Rebecca, The Bible is saying that Rebecca was barren for 20 years. Isaac prayed to God on behalf of Rebecca. The Bible is saying that it means that when Isaac prayed for Rebecca, he prayed for himself, because when she gave birth for them, not her alone. So if my wife is going for evangelism, as you are sitting here, if she's going out to preach on TV station or radio station, my duty is to cook. When she comes, she also eat. I will never cancel. Me, who am I that I will, babes, don't go cook for. I said this to be grave. You don't even say great. Grave sin. A sin who can kill you, and then you go to the tower. No question for me. Do you have any question on that? Okay. What do we value the most? Is our heart turned toward God? Is our heart turned toward God? Or it is turned toward earthly possessions? So it's a question to you and I. Are we laying our treasures up for ourselves on earth? Is it up or on earth? Or are we investing in eternity? What we have on earth is uncertainty. We can't promise it. We can lose it just as they came. Any question for me? On that note, we'll see you next week on chapter 4. Bye-bye.